Job analysis. Definitions of job analysis. Importance of job analysis. Job analysis is a systematic process of collecting the information on nature of a job, qualities and qualifications required to a job, physical and mental capabilities to required to a job, duties and responsibilities. Physical and mental effort required to perform a job, necessary skills required to perform a job, working conditions and environment for a job. In order to describe job description and job specification for recruitment and selection of employee, improve job satisfaction, employee safety, and to build up employee motivation, etc. There are some outside resources that provide useful information about job searching and resume writing. Everyone can read is a writing surveys reviews to choose the best services. To write an application is a or resume. What is a job? A group of homogeneous tasks related by similarity of functions when performed by an employee in an exchange for pay. A job consists of duties, responsibilities, and tasks, performance elements that are first one defined and specific, and the second one can be accomplished, quantified, measured, and rated. From a wider perspective, a job is synonymous with a role and includes the physical and social aspects of a network environment. Often, individuals identify themselves with their job or role, foreman, supervisor, engineer, etc., and derive motivation from its uniqueness or usefulness. Job analysis contains a simple term called analysis, which means detailed study or examination of something, job, in order to understand more about it or job. Therefore, job analysis is to understand more about a specific job in order to optimize it. Job analysis is a systematic process of collecting complete information performing and pertaining to a job. Job analysis is done by a job analyst who is an officer have been trained for it. Job analysis is a procedure through which you determine the duties and responsibilities, nature of the jobs, and finally to decide qualifications, skills, and knowledge to be required for an employee to perform particular job. Job analysis helps to understand what tasks are important and how they are carried on. Job analysis forms basis for later HR activities such as developing effective training programs, selection of employee, setting up performance standards, and assessment of employees, performance appraisal, and employee remuneration system or compensation plan. The intention behind job analysis is to answer questions such as what is the need of the job to exist? What physical and mental activities does the worker undertake? What is the job to be performed? Where is the job to be performed? How does the job performed by an employee? What qualities and qualifications are required to perform the job? Job analysis is detailed examination of first one, tasks that make up a job employee role. Second one, conditions under which an employee performing his or her job. And third one, what exactly a job requires in terms of aptitude, potential for achievement, attitudes, behavior characteristics, knowledge skills, educational qualifications, and the physical working condition of the employee. Its objectives include to determine most effective methods for performing a job. It increases employee for the satisfaction or is to increase employee job satisfaction. Number C. To identify core areas for giving training to employees and to find out best methods of training. Number D. Development of performance measurement systems. And number E. To match job specifications with employee specifications while selection of an employee. Definition of job analysis. Some important definitions of job analysis are under Harry L. Willey. Job analysis deals with the anatomy of the job. This is the completing study of the job, embodying every known and determinable factor, including the duties and responsibilities involved in its performance, the conditions under which performance is carried on, the nature of the task, the qualifications required in the worker, and the conditions of employment such as pay, hours, opportunities, and privileges. In the word of Dale Yoder, a job is a collection of duties, tasks, and responsibilities which are assigned to an individual and which is different from other assignment. According to Michael J. Jusius, job analysis refers to the process of studying the operations, duties, and organizational aspects of jobs in order to derive specifications, or as they are called by some, job description. In other words of Erin B. Fleibel, job analysis is the process of studying and collecting information relating to the operations and responsibilities of a specific job. According to Blum, a job analysis is an accurate study of the various components of a job. It is concerned not only with an analysis of the duties and conditions of work, but also with the individual qualification of the worker. According to John A. Chauvin, job analysis is the methodical compilation and work of study or study of work data in order to define and characterize its occupation in such a manner as to distinguish it from all others. In the words of Scott, Clothier, and Spriegel, job analysis is the process of critically evaluating the operations, duties, and relationship of the job. In simple words, job analysis is a formal program which examines the tasks, duties, and responsibilities contained in an individual unit of work. Procedure of job analysis. There are two approaches for doing job analysis, out of which one is work-oriented approach and the second one is employee-oriented approach. First one, work-oriented approach. This approach focuses on the actual task involved in a job. This approach mainly concentrates on duties, functions, and responsibilities involved in a job. Example, job of court manager in courts, judiciary. Task-oriented approach of job analysis statement include the court manager shall function under the control of guidance of the Chief Justice in High Court and the district judge in the respective district courts. He shall work on policies and understand based on applicable directives of superior courts, establish the performance standards applicable to the court, including on timelines, efficiency, quality of court performance, infrastructure, and human resource access to justice, as well as for system for court management and case management. He will carry out an evaluation of the compliance of the directives of the court with such standards, identify deficiencies and deviations, identify steps required to achieve compliance, maintain such an evaluation on a current basis through annual updates. He will, in consonance with the rules and policies of the court, in consultations with the stakeholders of the court, including litigants, the bar, ministerial staff, executive agencies supporting judicial functions such as prosecutors, police, or process service agencies prepare, submit, and update annually a 5-year court-wise court development plan or CDP for approval of the court. He will monitor the implementation of the approved CDP and report to the district judge and the High Court with the progress. With the progress, he will ensure that statistics on all aspects of the functioning of the courts are complied and reported accurately and promptly in accordance with systems established by High Court. He will ensure that reports on statistics are duly completed and provided as record. He will ensure that the process, procedures, policies, and standards established by the High Court for court management are complied with and that are safeguard quality, ensure efficiency and timeless, and minimize cost to litigants and to the state, and enhance access to justice. He will ensure that the case management system are fully compliant with the policies and standards established by the court and High Court, we say especially for case management, and that they address the legitimate needs of litigants in terms of quality, efficiency, and timeliness, cost to litigants and to the state. Standard system for case management shall be developed by the High Court time to time. He will ensure that the court meets standards established by a High Court on access to justice, the legal aid, alternative dispute mechanism, and are user-friendly. He will ensure that the court meets quality of adjudication standards established by the High Court. He will ensure that the human resource management of ministerial staff in the court comply with the human resource management standards established by the High Court. He will ensure that the core system of the court are established and functioned effectively. Documentation management, utilities management, infrastructure and facilities management, financial system management, audits, accounts, payments. He will ensure that the IT system of the court comply with standards established by High Court and are fully functional. He will feed the proposed national areas grid to be set up to monitor the disposal of cases in all the courts as and when it is set up. The court manager shall be responsible in implementation, managing data entry, initiation, service rollout, and monitoring of the e-court project in the respective district or high court. He shall perform all other administrative functions and duties as may be assigned by the Chief Justice in the High Court and the District Judge in the District Court from time to time. He shall report to the Chief Justice or District Judge or any other judge officer nominated by Chief Justice and District Judge and shall perform the duties as assigned to him from time to time. Second one, employee-oriented approach. The approach focuses on examining of human attributes needed to perform the job perfectly. Human attributes have been classified into knowledge, skill, attitude, and other characteristics. Knowledge is the information people need in order to perform the job. Skills are the proficiencies needed to perform each task. Abilities are the attributes that are relatively stable over time. Other characteristics are all other attributes, usually personality factors. Example, the court manager shall have MBA degree or advanced diploma in general management from a recognized university or institutions of India. He shall have minimum 10 years experience in the field of management experience training in IT system management, HR management, financial system management. He shall not be more than 40 years of age. He should have excellent communication skills.